working? What's the news? What's going on? Okay, I figured let me do a quick video on this topic. Not really a topic, just more so from my experience. And it's funny, it's not funny, but at the same time, it's like, yo, people are really out here doing anything for attention. So we're gonna get right to it. So as y'all can see in the title, again, this is a disclaimer, so don't take it too personal from my viewers out there, my subscribers, or anybody supporting the brand on what I'm gonna speak on or talk about, because this it's all comedic. It's comedic. It's entertainment. So don't take nothing too personal. So now this happened about, I would say, a week or 2 weeks ago, right? So I go to a gym. I regularly go to this gym. Damn, I got a stain on my shorts. Anyway, I regularly go to this gym pretty often, right? So there's a girl that I wanted to have model for the hat. So y'all can see the hat is in display. We only have a few left, as I said before. We have, I think, about maybe less than 10, probably around 7 hats left. So excuse me, comment down below if you're interested in the hat and let me know. So now I regularly go to this gym pretty often, and one of the girls that happened to work there, I wanted her to model for the hat. So I told her, listen, I don't need a full body and none of that. I figured like, yo, we cool. You got good energy. Would you be interested in modeling the hat? So she was down. So the nigga was as I'm talking to her, clearly there's another dude that's a bystander that's trying to engage into our conversations. Clearly, I'm not interested in this person. You know what I'm saying? My sexuality and his sexuality don't coexist, right? So I told him respectfully, I'm only here to speak to this woman, not to you. So fast forward, she agreed, we cool, we exchanged numbers, this, that, and the third, we move on, right? So I come back she texts me 2 days later to let me know she's not able to model for the hat due to religious reasons, which I could respectfully respect, politely. It's not an issue. So I said, all right, cool. I'm gonna need the hat back though. So we agreed on she's gonna give me back the hat. Days go by, the nigga, days go by, I see her, and she tells me, when I go back to the gym, she tells me that she doesn't have the hat. So I'm like, where's the hat? So she's telling me as soon as I left the facility, the gym, her coworkers ambushed her and jacked the hat from her, right? So I'm like, cool, who got the hat? So the nigga, quote unquote, we gonna call him Sweet. Mr. Sweet got the hat. So I'm like, all right, cool. When is he working so I can get my hat back? So he apparently wasn't there. So I'm asking the girl that I asked to model for the hat, like, yo, do you have his number? Do you have any contact information with boy so I can get my hat back? Cause I'm gonna need that hat back. So apparently she says she doesn't, but she'll let me know the next time he work. So I'm speeding up the story. I'm fast forwarding because I don't want to drag it and make it too long, right? So she tells me the day that he's working. So I'm like, I bet I'm gonna pull up and get my hat. So I pull up and I happen to see the nigga working at the front desk. So I'm like, yo, where's my hat? I heard word around town is you got my hat. Boy, and I'm asking him, I'm like, yo, where's my hat? Word around town is that you stole my hat, right? And before I even got to the front desk, my man, as soon as he seen me, he just dropped. He was trying to hide this, that, and the third. I'm like, listen, bro. I would assume that if somebody like myself takes your belongings without me asking, you're gonna feel away, right? So at least the decency you could do is just give me my belonging back. And again, this was not for you. Now, granted, if you want the hat, you could respectfully buy the hat. So he's asking me how much the hat cost. I'm giving him a price. And he's like, why is it so much? I'm like, nigga. Now, again, excuse my language for me cursing. Sorry, y'all. But if you don't have the bread to purchase the hat, why steal the hat to begin with? Like Like, what are we, kids? I'm a grown man. Apparently he's a 19-year-old boy. So I'm telling him, I was like, yo, bro, again, I'm not here to have any problems or whatnot. As I said previously, I ain't no thug but I'm not somebody to play with. And when it comes to taking belongings or whatnot, like I said, I'm a man at the end of the day. So I telling him, I'm like, yo, bro, now, um, again, this wasn't for you. If you were interested and you say the hat is this and that, you can go buy the hat. Now, y'all so quick to buy hats from different brands or whatnot, but when it comes to somebody that's on the grind, that's up and coming, y'all don't want to support, which is fine. I'm not a person to kiss ass or ask anybody to do, buy this, that, and third. That's not me. I'm a hustle, and I'm gonna make a way to make things pop. So I'm not even asking for your support, none of that. But at the same time, if you're gonna steal or you're gonna try to jack somebody's shit and lie, keep it a buck with me. You get what I'm saying? So we both agreed on the following day I'll pick up the hat. And this is the hat. I end up getting it back. But basically, what I wanted to break down to y'all with this little scenario story is like, clearly, no homo, I like what I like. I'm a heterosexual man. I love women. I love poom poom. We're going to keep it G-rated because we have people watching. I don't go that way, dog. You get what I'm saying? So you trying to holla at me in this form of fashion as if first of all, I don't go that way. Second of all, if you're going to try to shoot your shot at someone respectfully, not me, because like I said, I don't go that way. Do it in an adult manner. Like, we're not kids, bro. Like, I don't know you. You know what I mean? And you don't know me or whoever, anybody. So where I'm getting down to this is just that we're in times where people are willing to do anything for attention, which is pretty sad because not for my generation. Well, I would say for my generation, but also my generation after me. People have a issue with dialogue, having conversations, speaking eye to eye. And I don't come from that. I come from an era where if I'm going to talk to somebody, I'm going to approach them, speak to them, face to face, and have a dialogue and a conversation and go from there. I'm not running or hiding from anything. So I just thought it was pretty funny how it panned out. And there's a lot of broke people out here, man. It's okay. We all trying to get somewhere in life, make things, fulfill our purpose or whatnot. But there's no reason for you to lie and have to, that's quote unquote, steal when all you have to do is just ask. Just ask. It doesn't hurt to ask. So that's pretty much it. I thought it was pretty funny. I gotta stop saying thought it was pretty funny, low key, a little entertaining. Just give y'all a little update on, just continue to keep feeding y'all content. So that's my goal, is to hit 1K by the end of the summer, and we're gonna make that happen. So I'm gonna continue to keep feeding y'all what I got, speak on my experiences, what I go through from a day-to-day basis, and just trying to get to it. So until next time, I'm gonna catch y'all. And again, a lot of I don't have nothing against the I don't even know how to say it, LGBTQ community, but a lot of y'all are aggressive, man. Like, what's going on? So if a man say he don't go that way, let that man be. Now, I get it. There's some gay dudes, they know how to pinpoint if a nigga is sweet or not. So, but like, yo, there's boundaries. If a man say he don't go that way, let that man be. So that's pretty much it. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next vid. And again, road to 1K. And I'm gonna holla at y'all. Y'all stay blessed. One. Deuces, my fault. Video. I want to thank you guys again for helping me get to that 1K mark. It's been a journey. So salute to everybody that tapped in. Again, thank you for helping a brother out. And we're gonna get shit moving, man. We're gonna keep it going, keep it moving, and do what we gotta do. All right, my fault. I just finished eating. So as y'all can see in the title, it's pretty much self-explanatory. The reason why you shouldn't mess with any of your coworkers until after you leave your gig. So, anywho, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. Feel free to comment. I would love to read y'all comments. This will low key be like a funny slash a lesson. You know what I'm saying? Just talking my shit. So, all right, boom. So this happened a long time ago. This is when I used to work retail. I did, if y'all have been paying attention to any of my content in my videos, I did speak on something similar to this briefly with another former coworker of mine. So this coworker, all right. So anywho, I used to work at a retail store, like I said, sneaker store at that too. We're not gonna get into details where exactly where I was working at, but this was always on my bucket list to work at a sneaker store. Was able to accomplish that. I was there for about a year flat. I had came. This is when I still was balling. I still was pursuing to be a ball player at one point, and I needed a little. I'm always hustling, but I wanted to have, a little side gig, a little side job, just to keep me busy and focus on what I had to do. So I ended up working at the sneaker spot, right? Now, for those that have worked at the malls or currently work at the malls, y'all already know, man. You working at a mall, at least for me growing up, working at a mall, specifically at a sneaker store or anything fashion, you got points for that. You got stripes for that because you got connects, especially when new stuff come out, new releases. I mean, you got a lot of perks when you're working at a mall, but specifically working at a retail, like a more trendy, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, y'all know what I'm saying. You get more points and more stripes when you work at those type of store like a Nike, Adidas, Puma, like shit like that. So anyway, mind you, when I'm working, wherever I work at, or at the time when I was working at gigs and stuff like that at the malls, I'm there to just get my money, hustle, take care of my business, flirt with people here and there, flirt with the women that I come across that are customers, and then go about my business. So it doesn't fail, yo. Every job I ever have had since I was probably 15, I always encounter, I always come across shorties that always want to do more than, outside of work stuff. But I always keep it business. Because like I said, I'm there to just get my bread and keep it moving, right? So we happened to have this one shorty at the gig. Now, I'm going to just say where I was working at. I was working at Adidas, so fuck it. I was working at Adidas, right? So we had this one shorty. We're going to name her... We'll name her Charisma. Yeah, we'll name her Charisma. I don't know. I just came up. So Charisma was known to be around the block, right? Now, this is at the time, like I said, I told y'all I was working there for about a year, exactly a year. And I still was going to school, but I wasn't playing ball at the time. I took a year off of ball. So I was just there hustling, getting my bread, take care of my little business and maneuver, right? Now, we had a lot of shorties at the mall. And for those that don't know, when it comes to them type of sneaker stores, especially at the job that I was working at, they hired a lot of Jones. And the reason why is because, you got attractive females at the store. Any man in their right mind would want to walk into the store, right? So it's all on play to be able to market in a way for, okay, I got attractive women that work at my store. Hopefully these guys will spend money, and it's kind of like the club, you know what I'm saying? Like, it goes hand in hand. You got attractive women, you have products, you upsell to the clients, not clients, to the customers to buy in, and bada boom, bada bang. Everybody wins, everybody eats. So this Charisma was known around everybody within the gig. And word was, she was doing her little ones and twos. So me, in my mind, I'm not trying this shit where I stay at, right? So that's already rule number one. Two, I always said to myself, because at the time, like I just told y'all before, this is just a quick hustle for me, right? So eventually I'm gonna end up quitting anyway. I don't really give a fuck about the job like that. You know what I'm saying? Even though the job was lit, shout out to all the homies that I did work with at the time. This is a long time ago. The job was definitely lit. We had mad people pull up. You know, your everyday people, your hustlers, your whatchamacallit, your bartenders, you know, people like that, people that come through, because people trying to shop. Y'all know how it is, especially weekends and shit like that. People want to go out, get some fits or whatnot. Now the only issue was the job wasn't commission based, but I'm cool with that. You hustle, you know, people don't want to work. Mind you, it's during the summertime as well. So, you know, y'all want to go out, party, get fucked up. Let me go take y'all shifts and get to this bag while y'all go out, spend y'all bread, and then got to be broke and then go re-up again while I'm just out here hustling, getting to the money. So anyway, so Charisma, long story short, Charisma messed with one dude at the gig. And I'm already getting ready. This is later down the line. I'm getting ready to leave the gig. So I already kind of premeditated everything. So me and her, we was always cool. She was always flirty with me. But I'm the type of nigga that, like I said before, I can't shit where I sleep. Or I can't shit where I stay at. Especially after we done, I don't want to see you anymore. So, I ended up getting word that Charisma, she got the best, this and that. She got the best of the best. So I'm like, I'm gonna low key entertain her and see what's up, just for fun. Even though I already knew she was feeling me, and I was already getting ready to leave. So at that time, I was like, you know what, I'm about to quit. And at this point, I already had a lot of shorties on me at the gig. And like I said before, I don't want to shit where I stay. So I keep it professional, keep it cool, keep it cordial. But I'm already getting ready to want to leave anyway. So I said, fuck all this. So I already low-key had like a list of Johns that wanted to entertain. But Charisma was, y'all already know, fill in the blanks. So, how did it even, so I think it was one shift, one night. I might have, you know, me and Charisma, we flirting, we talking. And I don't know if it was before or after, right? But I had seen a video. This is when my Snapchat was lit. Now, I do have Snapchat, but I'm not active. I had two Snapchats. But the Snapchat that I had back then at this time was popping. My Snapchat was wild. So I remember I had her on Snapchat. And I kid you not, I had clicked on a story. Mind you, I don't click on stories or watch people's stories, period. That's just, I don't do that. But it just so happened I came across a story for whatever reason. I kid you not. I click on her story. It's her. It looked like she's in an abandoned. It looked like she's in a bando. For those that don't know what bando, y'all just comment down to explain to the viewers that's watching this what a bando is. So, but it looked like she was in a bando, right? I click on the video. She has a phone like this. I swear, it was like mad niggas behind her. And she's the only John. So I'm saying to myself, I hope in the back of my mind, I'm like, I hope I'm not thinking she's doing what I think she's doing. Now, granted, I don't know if this was after or before I did what I did with her. So, anyway, I remember one day I had dropped her off to her crib, and we already kind of made arrangements. We was going, you know, have fun or whatever, do what we do. And like I told you, I was already on the verge looking to quit the job anyway. So at this point, all the bitches that was on my Johnson, I was going to finagle and do my thing, right? But again, I like to move accordingly. I like to move with class, because I don't like moving sloppy out here. I'm not a mixy nigga. I like to move on point, you know what I'm saying? So I remember I had dropped her off to the crib, and long story short, I was so disappointed because the way how she was gassing me up about, oh, I'm gonna do this to you and that. And this is one thing I always cannot stand with women that do stuff like this. Don't talk if you can't back it up. Now, granted, I might come across a bit intimidating, so I don't know if that could have been it with her. But it was just like she was gassing it up crazy. And then one of the niggas I work with, too, at the gig was telling me her shit was wild, whatever. Niggas be talking, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, all right, I'm out of just entertaining. Like, at this point, I don't really give a fuck. Like I said, I'm out to quit. But once I got the opportunity, I was so disappointed. I was like, never again. I had to help sneak her into her crib. It was just a mess. It was a mess. But I think she was really just nervous because she really was feeling me, but I could never entertain. And the sad part is she's actually a pretty girl. I don't know how she looked like now, but back then, nice eyes. She was a cute, pretty girl. I'm not gonna sit here in front. But it's just sad because it's like you could tell deep down she's good people's, but she just doesn't have any proper guidance, or she doesn't. And what makes it sad too, she's Caribbean. I would say most people that come from a Caribbean, African, even Hispanic household, they are raised to move a certain way. They are raised with um, principle, structure. My fault, I'm on spitting this shit. Principle, structure, morals. You know what I'm saying? So with her, you know how it is, man. A thought always gonna be a thought. A dud is always gonna be a dud, and she just happened to be one of those. But it's just unfortunate because I thought she was somebody that could really, you know, have some type of potential to be better than how she had potential to be better than how she portrayed herself. But anywho, I remember I had dropped her off, had a sneaker in the crib, and I'm like, oh, never again. And that was pretty much that. And then it just kind of got low. It kind of got slow after that. I think she ended up quitting or whatever. And that was that. I never came across from her again. But that was a funny time though. And I remember one of my mans kept telling me, yo, don't do it, don't do it. But me being me, one of my homies, with the thing I had mentioned in another story about he plugged me in with somebody else that was on us, but that's another story for another day. But anywho, that's pretty much what led to that. And this is why he should have messed with coworkers, but you should have messed with coworkers unless ... So my whole reason of even entertaining this was because I was already getting ready to leave and quit the job. So at this point, like I said before, I didn't really care who I was entertaining or engaging myself with because I was going to quit anyway. I'm not going to never see these people again unless I'm outside. And, y'all don't need to know. Y'all don't need to know my whereabouts or where I be at. So anywho, hope you guys enjoyed this little mini soon storytelling time at a time. Why you shouldn't entertain coworkers unless I am. Anyway, make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe. I'm in the process of finishing up a sketch for you guys. We're close to getting monetized now, so the next step within this YouTube space is just to get monetized. I did mention before my last live stream that I did, even though that shit got copyrighted, I'm really focusing on just providing solid content. Once that's solidified, I'll get back into live streaming. But until then, y'all gonna just see me strictly on videos. So anywho, make sure you guys like, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. I could have did better with this story, but listen, I'm trying to get back into my bag, get back into the rhythm of things. Anywho, I'm gonna catch y'all in the next video. Y'all stay blessed, stay safe. D Soon is out. Y'all be easy, all right? Deuces. D Soon is out.